This idea keeps spreading, but not everyone is job. Not every bad thing happening in your life is God testing you. We need to stop saying that bad things come from God when they really don't. By doing that, we are letting the devil get away with his work. By blaming God, we are only clouding his goodness. We say God knows everything, right? He knows our future. He knows things before they even happen. So just think about it. Why would a loving God test you with something that will make you turn away from him? You know why I'm saying that? Because not everyone passed this test. Not everyone passed the test. All these things that we're saying, it's God putting them to us just to test us. Not everyone passed the test. Some people turn away from God after experiencing sufferings. Some people turn away from God after they lose their loved ones. They say, if God existed, he wouldn't have allowed something like this to happen. So are we saying God put that person in that situation so that he would turn away from him? Does that make any sense? No, it doesn't. So we need to stop blaming God for all this evil that is happening. Let's just go to the word of God in the book of James. James chapter 1 verse 13 to 14. It says, when tempted, no one should say, God is tempting me. For God cannot be tempted by evil, nor does he tempt anyone. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desires. This verse is clear. God doesn't test us with evil. Let me read the next verse. It's in the book of Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, plans not to harm you. So why are we saying all these things, all these sufferings that are happening in our lives are from God? Where is the devil in all this? Where is the devil in all this? Because most people are busy saying, enjoy the sufferings, God is testing you, and whatnot and whatnot. Where is the devil? Where is the devil? Because the word of God says the devil is here on earth to destroy, to kill, to harm. All these things that are happening in our lives, the devil himself is creating them. The only thing God creates is goodness. Romans chapter 8 verse 28. It reads, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Even when we suffer, because we are on earth, the devil is here with us. The destroyer, the killer is here with us. So even when the sufferings happen, God turns them for good for us. That doesn't mean he created it. The Lord is there to comfort you. The Lord is there to give you a way out. Because just like I said, the devil is here. His demons are here. We are living with them here. So don't expect not to experience sufferings. But that doesn't mean it's God putting sufferings in your lives. Just like I said, not everyone passed this test. Some people die. They die denying God after those sufferings. Because we keep this thing spreading. We are planting this idea in people's mind that whatever bad thing they are experiencing is because God allowed it. No. It's time to stop. Now it's time to thank God for his goodness. These are the end of times. Almost everything that is described in the book of Revelations, things that will show us that God's returning is near. Jesus' returning is near. They're happening. Evil is spreading. People of God are suffering. But that is not God. It's the devil. It's the devil. Get that into your mind. It's the devil. The person you should hate, if he is a person, I don't know, it's the devil. It's the devil, because we are suffering, we are dying, we are experiencing losses, we are experiencing depression, anxiety. It's the devil and his demons. And it's high time we stop blaming God for that. The only thing you should always focus in is, God, I know you will pull me through out of this. This thing that the devil has brought into my life, I know you will pull me through out of it. Don't say it's God strengthening you. Don't say it's God wanting to see if you can enjoy. He knows. He knows. He knows what will happen if you experience this. He knows what will happen if you experience death. He knows what will happen if you experience suffering. He knows. He knows everything. One thing we always forget is that there is this thing called free will. God gave us free will. Let me simplify this with just a short story. Let's say here is a man. He's drunk. Because of his free will, he chose to get drunk. He drives a car, and then that drunk person hits a Christian's child. So now we're going to say to that Christian, or to that Christian's child, it's God testing you. No. No, definitely not. The man that was drunk hit the kid. That's it. That's it. It wasn't God who said, let us hate this child so that we can see if the parents will enjoy the pain. No, it's a drunk driver. Some of the pain, some of the sufferings, some of the hardships we're going through are caused by our decisions. So stop misusing God is tempting me. For an example, a person chooses not to eat healthy and they get sick. Are we going to say that it's God who brought that suffering, who brought that sickness into their lives? No. Poor eating decisions. Some pain is caused by other people's sin. For an example, violence, betrayal, neglect. So we're not going to blame God for that. Some of them are just the part of this fallen world. Just like I said, we are here and the devil is here. So sufferings will always be there for as long as there is the devil. God is a good God. My God is a good God. Maybe we're worshipping different gods. So my God, Jesus Christ, is a good God. And I will not blame him for every bad thing happening in my life.